Hey gang, J.S. Moore here with Understanding Apples Press. Today we're going to do a book review and a recommendation. Today's book comes from Pete Dykes. He's a local author. He also has the Kingsport Daily News, which is on Sullivan Street. But this is his book, The Kinnie Wagner Story. Kinnie Wagner is really a local enigma, legend, mythological character. Most people around here talk about what happened on Long Island or near Long Island in I think 1923 when he was ambushed by the police, and defending himself he killed almost everybody that attacked him. I think the only person that escaped the fray was Joe Grosclose, and Joe went on to do many different things. But at any rate, here's a picture of Kinnie Wagner's grave. He died in 1958. He was born in 1903, and he was born in Scott County. Now, Pete does a really good job here telling this story. I'm just going to randomly open it up and read an excerpt of it, and then just tell you where you can get it. She said that when Henry and the three girls set out in the truck to meet Kinnie Wagner on the riverside, that Henry asked that either she or the Tipton girl sit on the lap of Ollie Wagner, since he didn't want the officers to see her going down there. Conley Henry had testified that he did not know that Wagner was a fugitive from justice and a heavy reward on his head, but the Penley girl's statement sure contradicted that. Then the Penley girl testified that while they were seated on the riverbank, Wagner first noticed the approach of the officers and exclaimed, "My Lord, there's an officer!" Then they ran over the bank toward the river, she said. She stated that Officers Smith and Grosclose then passed the girls, Smith some distance in advance. Just after they had paused, she said, Smith turned and motioned to the Grosclose to come on up. She said that the sounds of the first shots of the pistol battle came from further up the river, but she was unable to tell if the sound came from the spot which Kinnie Wagner had reached or from some place still further up the side of the stream. That's right along the Holston River, guys. Right here in Kingsport. This happened in 1923. Of course, Kinnie had big wrists and small hands. He was known to break loose all the time, and there's a really interesting story in, well, it's in one of my books, Gathering Leaves, about when John Cleek was killed. That's Zeke, Hack, Buck, Boot, and Bill's father. He was a self-trained veterinarian, and he was robbed while Kinnie was released, not really released, he has escaped from prison. And Granny Cleek, or John's wife at the time, she said, you know, she wanted his murderer found, and everyone said it was Kinnie Wagner because he had been a fugitive from justice. Well, when Kinnie found out, he went to Granny Cleek and he handed her his pistols, and he said, "If you think I did this, you can kill me now." And she said, "No, just find the man who did." And he went out and he found it. It was a young man, actually a young man named King Williams. And when he brought King Williams into the authority, he surrendered himself as well. So, anyway, pretty good. But I do recommend this book, The Kinnie Wagner Story. You can go by the Kingsport Daily News and purchase these directly from Pete, and he'll sign it for you. Here's mine signed. It's a really good book, guys. Or you can go to the bookstore. I was at I Love Books the other day, and they had it. I Love Books in the Fort Henry Mall. You can order it on Amazon. You can go, I'm pretty sure Colonial Heights Pharmacy and Gift Shop has it as well. I'd call them in advance just to make sure they may be out of their copies. But great story, guys. If you like local reading, or if you have a grandfather who likes to read or a dad who likes to read, they would remember some of these stories, and Pete tells it like no other. All right, guys. At any rate, thanks for tuning in, and check back with us for more book reviews, local authors. Be loyal, buy local. God bless you.